God, I've never been here before. So many plots. You're on a mission? Finding the right one. Okay. So nervous. Right, I think they're in alphabetical. I think we're on the right row. Okay. Yeah, this one's it. Well, hey. Hey, Dad. Fuck, what am I supposed to say? I don't really know if there is a right or wrong thing to say. So I just thought it would be a bit, a bit easier if it was just, me and you, and there wasn't, the whole everyone else being around and still waters run deep thing. Now I can, just let all that out and say everything that I was too scared to say. Because I didn't want to let myself get that vulnerable, I suppose. But hey, oh fuck. Well, I obviously need to start by saying sorry. I know it's not my fault. I know it's not anyone's fault. It's not even your fault. But I'm sorry that it wasn't meant to be your time. It wasn't. You were meant to experience so much, and you didn't get to. And you didn't even get to, come home. You didn't even get that opportunity to go at home. And so I'm sorry that happened. I can imagine where you are now. You probably thought to yourself, like, I'm not ready. I'm not supposed to be here yet. I'm supposed to go home. I can almost guarantee that you went fighting. And from what I've heard, it was exceedingly fast. And so I hope, because with the merit of it being quick, that it wasn't too terribly painful. Because no one deserves to have the last feeling they feel in this mortal coil, to be pain. And sadly that's how the majority of people go, and I hope that you're an exception. Because you're exceptional in every other way. Why not just one more miracle, huh? On the flip side of sorry, I would also like to say thank you for a lot. Thank you for one, being my dad, being a great parental figure to me, and showing me that there are, good men. Like I don't hate men or anything, but they scare me, and you showed me that not all men are scary, and I hope to carry that on to the rest of my life, so that I don't always live in fear. I want to say thank you for all the inside jokes that you left us with. I could go on for hours over all of the jokes and quips, one-liners, songs. I want to thank you again for making your wife so happy. Bring her unsurmountable joy. It was second to none. Even though you guys didn't get as much time as you deserved. You gave her an infinity of love. And she can't thank you enough. She talks to you a lot. She would have got to say that. I'm just passing on the message because the first time I'm properly doing it. I know that you blame yourself for a lot of the hardship, I'll say, that I didn't necessarily always bring it in to the household, but that I experienced. You blame yourself because we were all supposed to move, and most, if not all, of the shit that happened might have just not happened at all. But you don't have to think that for 1 second. I don't want you to feel any semblance of guilt for that. No one knew. Some of it I didn't even know. I didn't even know what was happening. I didn't know it was something I was supposed to tell people. I didn't think that kind of stuff could happen with another girl. Yeah, you guys wanted to protect us from that. And you did as well as you could. You educated us as well as you could. But you never had to think about being sort of the same sex. So I never thought that was something I was supposed to say, even though it felt awful and terrible. I didn't know that that was what it was. I just knew it hurt me. But I didn't know why. None of that is your fault. I did a pretty good job of hiding it. So what were you supposed to think? Were you supposed to assume that was happening? I never let on. No, none of that's your fault. And I remember I was about 12 and 11 or 12, and went to a counselling thing at the school, and was supposed to write about what might be upsetting me at that specific time. And it was like a group thing, so it wasn't just one-on-one. And lo and fucking behold, she was there the whole time. She was sitting right next to me, so I couldn't write that, what she was doing and what she'd done was upsetting me. You know what I wrote instead? I wrote that you weren't home. Because you're on that large posting for those 5 years. I wrote that you weren't home and that I missed you. That was what was upsetting me. And we came up with solutions for it. Like, I wrote that we called sometimes and that kind of stuff, and you know, that made me miss you less, because I knew every day I would get to hear from you, even if it was only for a short period of time, because I didn't know what to say, and I felt closed off to everyone because of all that stuff. So I didn't know. I feel like a lot of my emotions, not even just to do with that, were just all I didn't know how to handle them. I didn't know what to do with them. Did I miss you? Yeah, I did. What did I do about it? I didn't do anything. I just said, yeah, I love you, Dad. Well, I didn't say that. I said I love you, Daddy. Because that's what you are. That's your name. There's so many different names I can call you, but it's one I remember the best. One that feels the best, one that feels like you. They all said that they had dreams about you. You've come to them in dreams. And I've seen you once or twice. But let's not go there. Those were bad dreams. Like all of them are. There was one, I don't know what was specifically going on, but I was back in school, so fucked. But you aren't in any of them. You in all that kind of stuff, you're not in my memories. Most of the memories I have of you, like from then, younger times, it's when you would come home for visits, and you're posting. You'd be away at work for long periods of time. And you had special things that you would do with my sisters. You would tell my younger sister stories. You would help my older sister with her art. And it just feels like I don't have anything like that with you. Basically all the like solid memories I have of you is recently when you came back from your posting and when you between all of your visits, when you would go to other places, and even like pretty you were supposed to go to America. You were so excited to go. And you remember what you told me? You told me, hey, I'm gonna meet your girlfriend first. And you were so excited to do that and to meet her. And she was so excited too. She is devastated. You were supposed to do that. And yeah, maybe we joked on you. They're like, yeah, you've been so many places already, you need to go anywhere else. That was more choking. I guess some of us, like, we want to go places too, but we gotta stay here. But we didn't mean that in malice. It was just chokes. We wanted you to go. Isn't that a perk of your job? You get to travel the world. I know you've been to America already, but you were excited for this one, because you didn't have anyone potentially waiting for you over there. And this time you did. And you never got to. Our dog always goes to the door at 5:30 p.m. every day. Barks at nothing. And we open the door, see if she wants to go out. She just looks up at us. She doesn't want to go out. That's the time he's supposed to be home. That's the time. Oh. Let me just go back for a second. It was 6 p.m. I was outside with her. I was balancing on the garden, the wooden thing. I don't know what to call it right now. Balancing on that, talking to her, wondering why you weren't there yet. It was cold. I went inside and asked her, when's he coming home? She said you were running. Little did we know at that time. You've been dead 45 minutes. I was none the wiser for the longest time. And my girlfriend on the phone. It was a normal conversation. She'd help me with some memories, but then I was just complaining that I had to get off the phone to go do stuff. Dragging it out, and then because of that she had to be on the phone to hear all of it. Well, not all of it. I didn't know what was going on. And I just heard Mum screaming. I thought it was the dog. And I didn't know that we were meant to stay away from that room. I went in. Saw a man in uniform, with shaved head, facing me, and I thought it was you because it was in your seat. And then I saw 2 others. I realized it was my mum who was screaming. And then I was able to piece all that together. And then, as they say in all the movies and shit, that was when our lives changed. I barely even remember what it's like to not be on this side of it. This is just our life now. My birthday's coming up. Another birthday without you. That's not your fault. You weren't able to come for a lot of them. And the ones where you... Well, even if you weren't there. When you weren't and when you were... probably end up sick. It's a great way to spend your birthday, I'll tell you that. What was it? Stomach viruses, just general flus, ear infections, all that shit. Then even when you were there, I was too sick to want to do anything, so I would just pass by again. And the world keeps turning. It doesn't stop just because you didn't get to celebrate one day. Well, even though you can't be here in the flesh this time, I'm gonna feel you there. And they're probably gonna insist, oh, you need a birthday cake, because, you know, can't give you an actual dinner because you can't fucking eat. Give you the cake for the thought. And I know if you would have been here, you would have said, yep, we need that. You would be the one insisting. And that's not because of malice. It's just awful that you're never going to be able to see me to actually get better. Get over whatever the fuck this is. To your physical eyes when you eat, all you're gonna remember is just me full of problems, not able to eat. You said this year was gonna be a good year, it's just gonna be the year. Everything was gonna be better. All this shit that I brought in wasn't gonna mean anything anymore. It was just time for us to be. That's all we need to be. Not living for anyone else. Just us. You said this was the fucking year. Well, I'm not sure how much you can see. I'm not sure how much you hear. I don't know. The others do know, but I don't. I don't know how much you're able to see and hear and feel and whatever. But you would always ask me, how's your Mistress audio thing going? Yeah, well, it's going pretty well. You didn't get to see, but I got 1,000 subs. So someone must like it. You know what they say, 1,000 is the first step to 1 billion, so... No, I don't expect anything more than what I have. I really don't. There are so many people who fit the niche of whatever I do better. So 1,000 subscribers? That's a fucking lot. I can never think any of them enough. So yeah, that's going pretty well. And you know what? I told them about this. I didn't go into detail, but even though none of them knew you, they're all heartbroken. They all send their condolences. They all say, you had to be a good man. You had to be. To raise someone like me. You didn't think you left such an impact, but you did. Let's go first for your job. You didn't think you left such an impact, but you did. All the people who were there said I've never seen this big of a turnout for a funeral. You keep going to say wedding. It's not a wedding, you fuckstick. I've never seen such a big turnout. We got so many different ranks and I don't know if branches is the right word. Probably not. Because I'm pretty sure branch is like RAF, Army, Marine, stuff like that. I don't know. You would know. But they're all devastated. They're all shocked. And they all said it is a huge loss that this service has received. They flew over a flag half-mast view. That's a lot. So even going away from them, how much of an impact you left on all of us. Even family members that we haven't heard from for ages all came out of the woodwork because they heard of the news, and everyone is heartbroken. Even people who aren't family. Pretty much everyone we know. Kitchen bench became just a floral arrangement because of how many flower arrangements we got. That was so good. I don't know how many baked goods, I swear. Pretty sure everyone was sick of that. I mean, I could have quite easily finished everything, but you know, that's neither here nor there. I didn't have any, so don't know. A blueberry cake. I don't know what the fuck it was, but saw I'm like, that is a slut. No, that's some good looking shit, basically. That's neither here nor there. Okay, that's just, that's just banter. I think that's what it's come to now. I need to eventually walk away, get back in my car, drive back home, and keep living. Gotta keep going. And I will. It's been so long already. We'll hear it first. Hear it first right here, right now. I'm going to keep living. I'm going to be able to start eating again. I'm going to get all these fucking health problems all at least treated and diagnosed for some of them. I'm going to get the mental help I need. I'm going to get my nursing degree. I'm going Give me a second. I'm going to marry. I'm going to give you grandkids. And, you know, Mum will love them, you know, double for both of you. I'm going to help so many people. That's what I want to do with my life. Okay, work is good for right now. It's excellent. But to actually be an RN, that's the dream. That is the dream. And it's gonna come true. Because I'm gonna work. I work to get my Cert 3, which just came in, so something else we missed. But it happened. They said I couldn't. They said I couldn't do it. Said get out of here, you know? But I didn't. That's the kind of perseverance I'm gonna have for the rest of my fucking life. That's the kind of perseverance everyone should have. You can't do it anymore, do it harder. As you always said, don't sweat the small stuff. Okay? I won't. Gonna get that shit tattooed on me. It's never gonna leave. Because those words mean something. I guess what I'm trying to say is I love you, Daddy, and thank you for everything. Now it's time to rest easy. And I'm gonna write that book for you. Yep. Okay. I think that's about it. Yes. Okay. Okay.